Okay. So what is a monitor? What to monitor? What are the things and what are the things in a troubleshooting kind of stuff? We'll also see here. See it. Okay. Monitor or a monitoring. What is a monitor? To see what's going on. So that is called a monitor. Okay. Right. So what to monitor? Okay. What is monitoring? What is monitoring and what to monitor? And how to get alert from it, how to get a alert from it is what is something changes occur, what is that one. So like, and what are the tools or the softwares we use it for a monitoring, what are the tools or a softwares use it to for a monitoring. So these are main things about a monitoring. First we'll see that one. So normally I will go for a SLAs. um, Guys, so what I will do, I'll forward a 2 3 videos which is I took class earlier. So I will forward that one also. If possible, I will cover it again, but better to watch it. So if you have a time, yes, maybe you got a 1 hour 2 hours in today, so then you can go to that one. It is covers very simple, mainly definitions and understanding. Guys, if you look at a video of mine, so it is like a 1 hour 1.5 hour, it does not mean contains a 1 hour worth of material won't be there, because my explanation, I will explain it again and again and again. So because it's become a 10 minutes video become a 1 hour. Okay, the main points are in a 10 minutes part only, so it is look like a 1 hour. But never miss the ending point. Ending, I will conclude always. I try to conclude ending. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, starting and ending. Starting is always previous one, ending is always the conclusion of total one. So then never forget the ending one. Okay, so when you are watching, so I will forward that videos also, no problem. Okay. That's it. So we'll see what is a monitoring. What is monitoring? Okay, so what is monitoring? To view, the view um, an instance, a instant is occurs, or maybe observation. Maybe it can be an observation. Like you look at that one, so it is a kind of observation. Okay, so it's observations. Okay, like that. So we can say it's a view or a observation, or we can say a dashboard. Okay, it can be a dashboard. So like that, you can able to see. Like, so what to monitor? What to monitor is very important, right? In generally, if you join an organization or when you are in infrastructure monitoring, there are a lot of monitoring tools, big infrastructure monitoring. So many things are there, and you say like we don't have that one now, sir. What to monitor? So I will tell you have a laptop or a desktop, guys. People who are not having currently laptop or a desktop, also you can also do this one. Just go to someone's house laptop or desktop, take it, no harm in it. Or go to any nearest internet center, pay for 1 hour, do all the practicals there. My point is I can't do more than that one. Okay, see, this is the task manager. This is the task manager. From task manager, I will tell first. See, this is the process, and in the first tab is process. This is entire process monitoring. So this is my first process is go to meeting. So go to is consuming my CPU power 23-25 percentage of CPU power, and also memory power. Next, my Google Chrome is consuming like that, and a desktop Windows Manager is also consuming that much. Okay, system Google Chrome. Okay, like this. If you go to each and service like this, if you scroll up and down, you can see each process consuming CPU, memory, disk, network related also. So when you see the network related also, you can find here. Okay, GPU like this. So this is the process. So what to monitor? Process. So each process, how much CPU percent is utilizing, how much memory. Memory means RAM and the disk, network. GPU is optional. Okay, so GPU is optional, so that's why I'm not putting network related. So each process, their CPU and memory. And here also I'm telling guys, mix everything here. So if in case here is a one troubleshooting technique also I will tell. So, for example, I open a lot of tabs. So I have a lot of applications I open, and some of applications are not required to open. Okay, some are not required. So like this. So this is completed. This work is completed. So instead of closing it, I keep open like that. So what happened? It consumes lot of process, memory, disk space, right? Unnecessary things are there. Like in my home, I have a in my room in Pune, I have a lot of unnecessary things. Lot of Amazon covers, boxes, that polythene bags. So lot of things in my room. So like my room is a very small room and it covers more in with unnecessary things mostly. So what is the disadvantage of that one? It occupies your space, so you can't do any other things, more load on your computer, right? So what you do, so you have to better close the applications if you are not using now. For example, this is the WhatsApp. It may require, so I keep using that one. Here it is. For example, this is the storage related. So better to close the tab. So it reduce a space occupation from CPU, memory, disk space will be utilization will improve. Okay, these are all compulsory, so we have to maintain this one. So that is like that. Okay, so what is the process monitoring? So what is the process? What is the process? How much load on CPU, memory, and disk and network. Memory means RAM and disk and network, how much it is utilizing. Okay. If unnecessary process are running, unnecessarily there is certain process are running, better to stop the process or end the process. See here it is my Motorola device manager. Okay. And this is a CC cleaner. Currently I'm not using it and not required. Just remove it. So then the less space on my CPU memory. So it will utilization unnecessary burden will be reduced. Next one, performance monitor. Next one is performance. You don't need to go lot of material and all kind of stuff, guys. Everything in your hand only. Okay, easy to understand. Same thing, just we have a taskbar, task manager, and in a real time we have other systems, other softwares for monitoring things. Okay, this is performance. If you see how much for a CPU utilization, so CPU, see burden on the CPU. So CPU should be like a 50%, 60%. Okay, up to that one is okay. But why it is going up and up like this? Because of multiple things. One is like a go to meeting is so much of burden of a go to meeting on my PC, and Google Chrome is also because of Google recording is going on, as well as another is going on, right? So a lot of burden is on my processor and memory. Okay, so like this, sorry, on performance. If I close my go to meeting, Google Meet, like that, it will reduce gradually. Now if I open any virtual machine, it will occupy more. So that is another thing. So how much for a CPU utilization? CPU percentage utilization, you can get it. CPU percentage utilization. Same goes for other things also. It is next is a memory. How much memory it is utilizing? See, it is around 12 GB total memory, and now it is 5.4 GB continuously it is utilizing. Okay, so sorry, available 5.5, 5.4, it means it is utilizing 6 point more than 6 GB memory it is utilizing. Okay, so same goes for RAM. How much RAM utilization is going on, performance of your total computer you are getting. So this is process by process. This is a overall disk, network. This is my Wi-Fi. This is my disk. Two disks are there. This is a main disk. This is my Wi-Fi. This is my GPU. Okay. So I will put a here disk, network. So these are the main of this one: process monitoring, performance monitoring, resource monitoring. You can go to this one, open resource monitor. You can go to resource monitor, click on a resource monitor. So this is the resource monitor. So CPU utilization, each CPU, and what are the processes going on, what is the process ID, and what is the status, and threads, CPU, like this. And disk related, what are the process is using your disk related one. Network related one, so what are the process you are using your network, so burden on your network. Okay, so go to meeting Google Chrome mainly. Okay, and memory, so on your thing, so it's a lot of memory means RAM. So which is, so what are the process running on your RAM utilization related things. Okay, so you can, this is also you can see, so you can individually monitor like CPU, services, associated handles, associated modules, memory. So see, here it is, memory related details, disk related details, network related, and enter, we can able to monitor like this is called a resource monitor. Yeah, tell me. Okay, this is a resource monitor. What is the utilization of your resource? Resource monitors. So what are the resource? CPU, RAM, and disk. How much process is running? Up thing. One more type of monitoring is application monitoring. What is this application monitoring? So performance of your application. So very process monitoring type only. So this is a performance. What happened? Application. It means how much load on it your CPU. Okay, how much load on CPU, RAM, and the disk. Of course, network also, it is also there. I will tell one important thing, like Windows Vista. Windows Vista is after Windows XP and before Windows 7 operating system. Windows Vista. Okay, so Windows Vista is a very beautiful operating system. After Windows XP, so Windows Vista is released, but lot of people don't like it, and lot of technicians told like it is contains some virus or kind of stuff. Actually, I'm the trainer in a Windows Vista. When I started my career, so one of my subject is Windows Vista. Okay, so but it is a very beautiful operating system. But problem with the Windows Vista is consumes lot of CPU and RAM. Okay, it consumes lot of CPU RAM capacity. That time people are having 256 MB RAM, 512 MB RAM, maximum 1 GB RAMs are a lot of pieces with a 1 GB RAM on. But Windows Vista required to run smoothly 2 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, smooth work is there. Okay, it won't work with 512 MB RAMs and 1 GB RAMs that much easy. So obviously people feel it is very lagging operating system, so they don't want to go with the Windows Vista. So popularity is become very less. So Windows operating system Microsoft people. So discontinue Windows Vista, they put as Windows 7. So by replacing, so Windows Vista. Okay. So you have to buy Windows 7, of course. They don't give freely for Vista to 7. Okay. So that is there. So this is the thing like a application monitoring. So what why it is your operating system or an application. So we should know the performance of that. So based on that, if it is consumes more power, okay, so I build an application, it is very beautiful application, very useful application, but it consuming more disk space or a ram or a cpu utilizing. So what is it? So better to recode it back and make it as a very lighter version, so then we can become more popular the application, right? So that's very simplistic. So here it is: process monitoring, performance monitoring, resource monitoring, application monitoring. Um, is basically we do. Another one is network monitoring. Is mostly we do network monitoring. So what is the network monitoring? So we'll monitor IP addresses assigned to the PCs, okay, and switches, okay, switches, routers, okay, switches and routers, okay, mapping, network mapping using sensors. Network mapping means how you are connected to your switch and router and like that. So we can go with the network mapping related things. IP addresses, switches, routers, network mapping, like these are all one monitor we can do it. So system wise, like a system is connected or not, system or a PC related monitoring also we can do it using a network monitor. Unified monitor. Monitor means, okay. So displays everything. What is it? It monitors everything like a network related, system related, application related, like storage related. So everything we can able to see in a single screen only. So that's why I put a very simple display everything. It means unified monitoring is show everything. Everything means network related things, storage related things, performance of individual PC related thing, on or off conditions, like that. We can able to monitoring using a unified monitoring or monitoring any views. Okay, of course there is so many things are there like monitoring applications are available. Okay, using some monitor applications. Okay, monitoring application we can monitor. So we can monitor like DNS servers, database servers, okay, database server, active directory servers. If you don't understand also no problem, okay, so we can monitor active directory. So web server, okay, so web servers we can able to monitor, so how websites are working and not like that. Okay, application server, that is another kind of server it is. Okay, application servers. So these are like servers, databases, structures, internal access, okay, network access, router, firewalls, okay, firewalls. Okay, also we can able to monitor VPN connections, authentications, like that we can able to monitor. So don't worry about it. So up to now, so we'll see what is the monitoring is. You have to view for some instance will occur or a change will occur. Okay, so it is nothing but just a dashboard to see what's going on or what is there. So that is a very simple monitoring. So in generally monitoring means like you can monitor the process, how process is going with the computer or a server or a router, like that. So also we can see performance. Performance means a total overall performance of a system, like how much CPU utilizing, how much RAM utilizing by system, how much disk utilized by system, how much network utilized by your system. You can able to monitor. Resource monitor each individual, like a CPU, what are the process going with the CPU, RAM, like that we can able to do it. So these are the three things we can easily get it from the task manager from our individual PC. And also application monitoring. So whenever an organization build an application, so they want to know how the performance of application, so they have to monitor the performance of application. Network monitoring means I have 100 computers are there, I want to know the network is how it is good working or not, how it is connected, and where is the problem will occur, like that we can able to monitor. Unified monitoring, so it is monitor everything. So monitor applications, like that we can use, different type of monitor applications are there. So not only these monitoring, also we can able to monitor DNS server, database servers, active directory server, web servers, application server, VPN server, Linux servers, Windows servers, IBM mainframe servers. So a lot of things we can able to monitor with the, so monitoring applications are a softwares are a tools. So this is one point. Okay, so one more is there. So what are the this is I told monitor applications, tools, kind of stuff. We can go through those list also. No, 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 not this one. Yeah, this is day one, 3029. So somewhere I've written. Yeah, maybe it is in the first part only. No, 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 it is. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So the first part is, this is the first part. See, here it is, guys. Monitoring tools or applications or a software. Tools or a softwares. Okay. So some people say like a tools. Some people say software. Some people say, sir, you said softwares. This is a software, but somewhere I read that is a tool. It is everything is same, guys. It's very. So this is the one of the tool is a PRTZ. Okay, PRTZ tool. So usually for a network monitoring software, it is a network monitoring software. Not only just a network monitoring means the status of a PC, on off condition of a PC, IP address of a PC, incoming outgoing traffic of a PC, like that we can able to monitor. So what you have to do, guys, take the name and search, Google, like PRTZ. What is a PRTG? You will get like this. It's a free trial only, but don't try it. Okay, if you want to try, you have to try in a virtual machines. Okay, you want to know how to work with it. There's a lot of videos are available. Monitor, visualize, and relax. Okay, so like this. So what it will do, how it will connect. Okay, what are the mainly features? So important technologies supported: SNMP, WMI, SSH, HTTP, Ping, SQL, and many more. Okay, like this. You can see the videos also available. Quick overview is also there. So just go through once. Maps and dashboards. So this is complete IT infrastructure map. You can see building facilities. Okay, building facility, air condition system 10 hours. Okay, humidity, access management system, security cameras, electronic system, IT infrastructure, servers. So this is warnings and okay working. And red color means there is a danger occur, errors. So you can see entirely by one screen, you will understand. This is the view map designed like this. You can map point at the your entire infrastructure, so you can access very easily. These are the notification logs. You can see notifications what are occur, and you have to immediately open it and check it. So if anything is occurs, okay. You want to know how to practice it and what to know about it. You don't want to go anywhere. You can read it from here if you want it. Otherwise, go to YouTube and type ERTZ, and then you will get a lot of information how to use that one. Okay. So, but initially read it, read this kind of stuff, so then you will understand what it is. Okay. Next one is Zabbix. I want to tell Zabbix. Zabbix is also one of the tool. Zabbix, Nagios, both are similar. WhatsApp Gold, this is also one of the famous one. So go to Zabbix. Zabbix is a open source monitoring software tool. It is a free kind of stuff monitoring tool. So just you can go to the monitoring tool and you can see download, install a kind of stuff it is showing. Okay, monitor anything, network monitoring, server monitoring, cloud monitoring, application monitoring. Okay, service monitoring. Then if you click on a more, you can see there is a details about collect from any resources, network devices, OS level monitoring, log files, databases, applications, IoT sensors. Okay, agent plus monitoring, synthetic monitoring, custom monitoring, database monitoring. So then you can go and you can understand easily. So what is this? Only thing is, by looking at you don't understand. Just read it once, you'll understand. So this is the alerting messaging system. What are the alerting system we use it? Why I told even you don't understand, also read it, because you know the creativity of advertisements in a year thing, right? So we don't always understand what is that advertisement, right? So sometimes like a santur soap, like if you use a santur soap, you if even if you have a kids, you look like a young girl, like so, like that's bakwas one. Okay, but what is that? It is, something, certain words, you keep hearing that words, you'll keep looking those things. So whenever you working on a real time, you don't feel it is a new to you. Okay, all of the sudden, see, up to 10th class your the way of study is different, intermediate completely different, engineering is out of control, right? So your engineering first year is not like your intermediate final year. It is not even a continuous. Intermediate maybe little bit touch of 10th class, but intermediate is completely from intermediate is almost like engineering you step in, so completely practical oriented, lot of labs are there, so many things. Even for a degree guys, BSc BCom guys also, BSc guys mainly. So it's a completely thing because you didn't hear. But when you came from math background to math background related things, why it is required? Because the terminology is completely not new for you. At least some touch will be there. At least some touch will be there. That's the main point. Okay, so it is not belongs to any CSC, IT, mechanical like kind of stuff. Engineering only like should be learned. It is not like that. It is only thing is whether you know or don't know. So very simplest thing is go to the each and everything, read it once. If you don't understand, it's okay, but read it, try to get it. If you don't understand, it's okay, not at all a problem. So try to habituate it to the terminologies. See, problem detection, smart threshold. Okay, that is machine learning. That is okay. This is another one is a Zabbix. Next one is Nagi OS. This is another tool. Okay, So what it will do, so again, so everything, any tool you go, and what is the use of tool also very important. See, n- every time you will get lot of words, just read it once, like read like a newspaper or maybe a novel. No need to get complete understanding. Okay, people think like, no, I should know this one, I have need a strong basics, not required guys. Just go through once, you'll get it. Maybe today or maybe tomorrow or maybe someday, or when you are working, so it will become a hobby of learning. Okay, so what are the benefits of giving? So okay, this is all about pricing and all. So I will go to futures. You can online demo is also there, very good, so that's a good one. So you can also download it also. 60 days you will get a free trial version. Okay, you will get a 60 days of free trial version, you can use it. Okay, you can use it a free trial version. It is asking for a login kind of stuff. Login as a administrator, so I'm logging here. Yes, this is a demo version, so no problem. I'm logging as a administrator, so look at what I'm doing. Just login. Eh? What happened? Username and password. Login as administrator. Yeah, just you have to click it. That's it. So here it is. There is a notification. Immediately it is showing. Okay, handle of problems. Three unhandled host problems. 230 handled service problems. Unhandled service problems. So I got so many problems here. Three host problems. We'll see first. So here it is. It is showing red in color. Something is problem with this host. Okay. How to open each one by one, and how to check it. It is a down. Okay. So you can able to access directly remote access, or you can ping to the system, so direct pinging. Okay, like this you can able to do it, or maybe you can take it remote desktop, like that also you can do it. Okay, so I'm going to my home, so you can see host status summary. Up is 50, down is 3. Okay, unhandled is 3, problems are 3. Okay, you can see the service status summary. Okay, warnings are 105, and unknown is 5, critical is 130, problems are 240, unhandled is 240, overall 1007. So like this, so any issues are there, so immediately it will count. So I want to deal with this thing, three things, so I clicked on it and I got these things. So we have to go one by one and verify why what is happened, the status what is happening here. Okay, and this is about your dashboards. Okay, here is a dashboard. See, there is a some servers, some issues are there. Okay, you have to go through once, even you don't understand, no problem. There is a warning is generated in this server, so what is that warning? It is up. Okay, and I want to test it whether it is up or not, like a, I'm trying to ping for it. Okay, or maybe I want to connect remotely. Okay, I want to see where it is located, like that I can able to do it. And you can customize these dashboards also, customize this dashboard also. Why these many calls today? Okay, change your account settings, change your notification settings, configure monitor setup. So I'm going to configure monitor setup. This auto discovery option is also there, configuration wizard is also there. Okay, and also this is the start monitoring now. Auto discovery, manage account settings, advanced configuration. So I will go to configuration wizard this side. So you can monitor, see, Amazon S3 cloud storage, EC2 cloud instances, virtual machine, Amazon, AWS related, Active Directory, Microsoft Active Directory, Tomcat is a web server related one, application web server. Auto discovery, discovery means through what are the connected in network, capacity planning, BPI wizard, bulk cloning and import, DHCP server, DNS query, Digital Ocean is a cloud related one. Docker is a container virtualization, email delivery, Exchange server, mail servers, FTP servers, storage servers, right? So remote storage. Glassfish is also Java related servers only. Okay. Hyper-V virtualization servers, Google Cloud monitoring. Okay. JBoss and Wildfly is a application server related one. JSON, LDAP server means authentication server. Jetty is a Java related thing only. Jetty is also is like intermediate server, like a Tomcat only. Linux servers, Linux SNMP, MySQL database server, MySQL server, MySQL queries, Mac OS, mail server, MongoDB databases, Azure Cloud, MongoDB server, mount points, like when you are connected remote storage, SQL queries, MySQL queries. Nagi OS network analyzer. So how network is going on. Oracle queries, Oracle server space, table space, Postgre databases, SLM monitoring, service level agreement monitoring, SNMP traps. Okay, like this. See, you can keep going. WebLogic server, VMware virtual machine server. Okay, so Windows desktops, Windows servers, website defects. See which type of monitoring you want to do. It. You want to do overall monitoring. You want to do a specific kind of monitoring. You can go through it and you can manage it also. See, I went to the this option like here. Give the IP address and token next like that. You have to configure it. I'm not configuring anything. Just want to show you. Okay. So this is about here. What we can able to do with the Nagi voice. Next, it is also anything happens like server down. It is down and we have to look at it and then only we can able to react it. But we can directly convert into ticketing system. Okay, like this. Latest alerts. You can see latest alerts. Incident management. What is this incident management? Whenever issues occur, automatically we consider as a incident. So here it is. Latest alerts are generated. You can see warnings and errors. You can able to view from here. Acknowledgements, schedule, downtime, mass acknowledgement, like that you can see. Monitoring, process info related also there. Event logs. Yeah, this is a good thing. Like if you install also, you don't see many errors. So this is error here. So go through it. So this is the down. Acknowledge this problem. So I click on acknowledge this problem. Sticky acknowledgement, send notification, pre-send notification, submit. Just then problem will be acknowledged. Someone will take care of this one. Otherwise, no one knows. A problem is occurred and we know it, but others don't know problem is occurred. So that is acknowledgement. See, this is the acknowledged. So I open the problem and look at, so what is this monitoring. Okay, so this is I'm trying to explain the monitoring. Guys, how I open that separate. Yeah, here it is. Online demo. I click on online demo. It is open. Control C. And where is yours? No, that is not yours. This is yours. Okay, so try this link. I'm giving directly now. So try this link. Okay, you can able to understand how to do with it. Okay, so this is the one of the famous tool Nagivirus, and you can also search so many things also. Okay, guys, so here it is. Download Windows Cloud PRTG available. I given this thing. Okay. Okay, so download Windows Cloud based also possible, and it is available languages of a PRTG. Okay, pricing free up to 100 sensors like that. This is so PRTG monitor network devices, bandwidth, servers, applications like that. Okay, these are the links. Okay, okay. So okay, so this is the Nagivirus. Compulsory verify Nagivirus. I will give small stars also. So compulsory view these things. What it is. Where is WhatsApp goal? View about this one. Now it is available. The details are available. New relic, Dynatrace, App Dynamics, okay, infrastructure monitoring. So like these three are mainly application monitoring related. Okay, so New Relic, Dynatrace, App Dynamics are application monitoring related. Okay, PRTC compulsory. Look at this one. So I told Zabbix, Nagivirus, PRTZ. Okay, at least these things. Go through it and you will get it. So I given a Zabbix features, Nagivirus download link also I given, and also I given demo link. I given a demo link. I will again copy the demo link here. Okay, so go through it. Okay. This is a log analysis. Locksmith and Splunk is a log analysis. So whenever issues are occurring, so logs will be generated, right? So when I see these are so many logs are generated, we went to the logs, right? Alerts, logs, kind of stuff. We went through it. So what is this log kind of stuff? But some changes occur, warnings, errors, so many things are occurring, right? So we can able to analyze using a Splunk, and we'll give a report on it. So that is a log analyzer. So this is it. This is about your monitoring. Okay. So what is the advantage of monitoring? So that is a important. What is the advantage of monitoring? Last point, the current class. So next I will tell a ticketing tools once. Okay. So then we'll finish for it today. What is the advantage of monitoring? So we can estimate time of down. So when it will be something will occurs, time of a incident occurs. So we can take care of precautions. Caution, CAU. Okay, we can take precautions. So before a incident is occur. Okay, a incident is occur. Okay, so we can react. We can react immediately. Uh, we can able to react immediately. How to tell when an incident is occur, when an when we see an alert. Okay, if you see an alert you can react immediately, so it protects. further damage. Actually, say like something is happened, like some network is down or maybe a disk is down. Immediately, by alerting system, because of monitoring, some disk is down. You react and immediately you fix it. Otherwise, what happened? The effect of that incident, effect of that issue, is become more and more later, right? Just I will tell very simplest thing is, yeah, there is some problem in your bike when you are going, so you observe some problem in your bike. Immediately you understand there is a problem, okay, and you know what is the problem. Okay, you see what is the problem, immediately go take it to the repairing center and repair it. Okay, you repaired it, then the problem is solved. But some people are there, I think there is a problem, they ignored it, they don't monitor what is the issue with your bike, so they are unlocking it, put a petrol and then keep going. But there's some problem is there, suddenly the problem become bigger, and maybe a spark or maybe some issues occur, and it's become a bigger, and then it is you have to invest more money, and you have to take lot of time to solve the problem. Okay, and meantime you are unable to use it, meantime you are unable to use it. Understand, guys? Advantage monitoring, guys, listen, everybody, listen. So what is the advantage of monitoring? Simply, I told them an example, I will tell that same example again. Listen carefully. Okay, so what is that I told, like you're going on your bike or a car or a bike, you're going on, maybe you're using a refrigerator or maybe a AC. There is some issue. Okay, you are monitoring it, just you find some issues there, or you find some alert is there. Okay, there is an issue, there is, so you understand there is an issue, and you try to find what is the issue and try to solve the issues. Maybe you take that to the repairing center, or maybe you call to the guy, so immediately you fix that issue. So then the further damage won't occur. So then further damage won't occur, or a sudden incident won't occur, sudden down won't occur, unplanned interruption won't occur, unplanned interruption won't occur. So what will happen if you don't monitor, or if you are ignored to react immediately if an issue is occur? What happens? So there is some issue is there, maybe it is become a big one, maybe it will take a time to solve it. Meantime of your problem solved, you may not use the service, so then it's difficult, right? So loss of using a service, like that is very important. And I will tell another one also. Reduce the downtime, because you solve the problem immediately. Okay, so it is give the customers, like you are providing a service to the customer time, so your server is down and you said server is down, get out from here. Okay, so that is won't work with the organization to organization. So compulsory make sure that you have to provide a services, and make sure your infrastructure must work properly. If something is issues occur or about to occur, you immediately have to react and fix the issues. Okay, this is it. And I will tell one more example which has happened actually in a Pune office. That is, um, I'm opening a pane now. Okay, so what is happened there? Let's look at here. So we have a U broadband internet service in a Pune office. Okay, so there is a metro construction is going on in a Pune that time, and still it is going on, of course, or stopped somewhere. Okay, so in the meantime, so what happened? There are almost like a 20 to 25 days of internet is not working. Internet is not working. but the guy came and gave the bill. Okay, so this is the 1 month bill of a internet usage. So you have to pay and use the further one. Even we given a lot of complaints in between this 2025 period, so they didn't given any proper getting internet kind of stuff. Maybe they given an internet time, but we don't get any internet anyway. Okay, so here it is, the problem. See, the day comes, so 30 days completed, you have to pay the bill, and we didn't pay the bill, so they cut the internet. They cut the internet. So we call to the manager, and we ask manager, we call to the center, we didn't get internet, so they said you have to pay the bill to continue the service. And we said we didn't get internet more than 25 days, so how come we are going to pay the bill? Okay, so we are not providing a service from your side, and you are asking a bill even if you don't provide a service. So the person who is there sitting, they don't know how to deal with us. They given a to manager, they given a thing to manager. So this manager so ask the technical guy, so tell me about, so how long these are not getting internet, how many days they are not getting internet. So then they given concretely, so constantly they are not getting internet for a 15 days. Okay, so the manager said for next 15 days, next 15 days you no need to pay the bill. Next 15 days you no need to pay the bill, so now you will get internet, and for the next 15 days also you will get internet. Once it is completed, you have to pay the bill for a continue of your service. Guys, understand how this manager knows we are not getting internet for a 15 days. How you know? Because of monitoring. Okay, they monitor all the network connection. They monitor all the network connection. So that's all you clients are getting network or not. Even though in my home or in my place, so when my internet is disconnected, automatically the guy will call me why your internet is coming or not. If it is not come, go upstairs and switch on the internet kind of stuff. He will ask me. Okay, so how he knows? Because of monitoring. This is the power of monitoring, and this is the best example of both the things. Okay, so example is about service level management, business level management example, and service level agreement. So this is the another example. One is for a monitoring, another for a SLA, SLM, and BLM, business level management, or BM, business management. So what is this? I will tell. If you understand monitoring, because the manager knows we didn't get internet for a 15 days, and they given a next 15 days internet. After that, you have to pay the bill, right? So because of, they know by because of monitoring. Next, as per SLA, service level agreement. As per a service level agreement, they have to pay. They have to give us internet service. They have to give internet service. Whatever the agreement, what is SLA? Service level agreement. As per SLA, service level agreement, they have to provide a service. I agree to provide internet service. I have to provide 100 Mbps, 100 Mbps, 50 Mbps, 50 Mbps. Compulsory, the agreed uh, service I have to provide. I'm a cloud service provider. I have to provide a cloud related services. For example, I'm a application developer. I told I will develop an application for you and in a 30 days, and I will hand over within the 30 days, like a 29 or 30 days. Okay, I will hand over the application. I have to hand over the application. Okay, So I said, I will design a website for you. I will design a website for you in a 10 days. Okay, this is the cost. Okay, and I will insert 10 photos, and this is the database I will put it in a 10 days. So whatever I agreed to provide, in what are the time limit I agreed, and whatever I agreed to provide a service to the customer, I must provide. So that is written in an agreement called a SLA. That is a written agreement is called a SLA. So what are the things I agree to provide service to the customer, that is in the thing. It's a contract between user and a sorry, service provider and a user. SLA, service level agreement, is a contract between service provider and a customer or a user. Sometimes this SLA got violated like this. They didn't provide a internet service, means SLA down. Then business level management will step up and solve the problem with the customers. Solve the problem with the customer. That is a business level management. So this is a beautiful example. There is a three things. One is monitoring, SLA, SLM, business level management. So this is the an example. If you don't understand, tell me, I will tell again. There is a lot of advantage of monitoring is there. I given few lines only. One is estimation time of incident occur or occur solve. So we can take a precautions to avoid the incidents. Incidents and react immediately when see an alert so that it protect from further damage and reduce the downtime. So if you react immediately, it will reduce the downtime and you will know what happens. Okay, okay, what happens. Okay. um okay, so that's it. That's about your monitoring.